Welcome to September in Colorado. If you're a bow hunter, you've waited and trained all year for this month. We headed out with high expectations and plenty of tags to fill. Have vertigo. Every time I stand up, everything starts spinning. But we're in Colorado. That's beside the point. We're in Eagle Vale. I guess technically Vale. This is Eagle Vale Airport. We got a mountain of bags, and we're waiting on Curtis and Bird right here. They got groceries. We're going to get tagged. I just want to get out and see something.
Rich, what are we doing here?
Getting tags.
How many?
As many as they'll let us. We have a mule deer tag. We have an elk tag, proper grammar, and a bear tag. So let's just at least kill one of them. That's the first time I've ever shot my bow when we've gotten it. I always just roll with it, so.
Why'd you shoot it this year?
Because Curtis did.
So the first guy probably set up there.
Okay.
The second guy needs to keep following this ridge until you get to this outcrop.
Okay.
And then I would
Get to
follow the back side
Okay.
down. And like I said, you can start glassing up here. And then I'd real quiet work your way down. And you'll see this. It's a highway. I mean, it's beat coming out of the timber here.
Okay.
And there's a dead tree sitting right kind of at the foot of that, and you'll see that camera strapped to it.
So right here?
This one is where Rich shot his cow.
Okay.
So you'll want, now the first guy can probably drop off down this side of that.
All right. So anybody who hunted with us last year on our last video, we are here. I'm gonna go out this road. Up here, there's a Jeep trail that runs us to the top of this ridge up here. And then we're gonna walk this ridge around to the outcropping where I shot that cow. There's a little beaver dam, excuse my language. I'm gonna drop one group there. Other group's gonna go around to this other ridge, and then he's got a camera that he's seen some elk on over here, so. Was built on like beaver pelts and how important they were to like
Bison and beaver.
Yeah, bison and beaver, because you can make waterproof hats out of them.
Oh, that checks out.
They basically like eradicated them. It's kind of crazy. Beavers. Smell that. Smell it. Just got it again. Coming at us. Might jump something through here. It's thick. Oh, I see him.
You see it's bad.
Yo, bull. Get down.
There were two.
There's a cow right here. Maybe 50 yards. Working their way that way. guys see anything? We didn't even get an opportunity.
We hiked a lot.
We hiked a lot. And then did some bouldering.
Just as it got too dark, it just wasn't. He saw that cow, but it's probably too dark to take the shot.
Oh,
Could have. I guess it
you
could
saw it
have
down
been-
here? Saw it down here?
Yeah, it was right over this tree right here.
Oh, sorry.
Probably because of thermals will be working down. But it's worth a shot. We saw elk, so can't complain.
Turn the light off. Nice, Confucius.
Steepest mountains have the best views.
Let's get on a poster. Let's make a Mayhem Hunt poster. That should be the tagline for our, like, you know, we were talking about what, the trading for the pursuit or whatever. The highest mountains have the best. Yep. Into the storm. Highest mountains have the best views. Well, since we've never actually been on this side, I think Sam's gonna take us up to the one of the roads. We're gonna split two kind of watering areas, sit for a little bit, and then on our way back.
So if you take this road, so there. That's right here. I see. Okay. You got it. It's right there. Yep. That's it. Okay. And the second one. There's quite a little bit. The second one is. Okay, so he's got the second one marked right. Okay. And that road's quite big.
On the first full day of the hunt, I had a little bit of a sickness, felt fluey, so we spent the entire day sitting at 2 different wallows. Other than a few mule deer, it was a slow day.
Well, come away, there's no use staying. You've been living just for today, tomorrow's coming. And the lightning strikes and breaks apart the night. But the sparks will burn out long before they light.
Well, we tried our hand at sitting all day. And it was no fun. And we didn't see anything. I don't know, that first wallow this morning had some action early. But I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a little cooler tomorrow, not quite as hot, but we'll get back to the cabin and come up with a plan. Get down to that little saddle over here where it's kind of open, rock, and then just glass a little bit. See if we see anything. Does it look wet to you? Like super fresh. It's not hot. Should be out feeding soon or now. Elk right there. It's either there's something chasing them. It's either like there's a mule deer up there too.
See a rock way out there? See a brown below it? Oh, there's a bunch. They're in a bunch of different spots too.
There's gotta be a bull down there.
Oh, dude. That whole hillside is littered with them. Alright, so let's get down there. There's a bull. I can't tell how big of a bull, but it's definitely a bull. Patch of aspens in the middle. He's moving up and to the right. Up, like directly, almost directly below your meadow down there. The dark ass one on the trail up there? There is. They're about to fight. No, directly below him. Side of this little ridge right here. We've got some cover, you know. Maybe we try to get on his side and piss him off. He's right up in there somewhere. When you last saw us, we were up there, or over there somewhere. There's elk in them near hills. This is where we saw those elk earlier, so I'm gonna try a little pincer move. A bugling bull. We know exactly, well, not exactly where he is, but he's up there somewhere. And so I'm just gonna mark a tentative location in case he quits bugling, so we at least have an idea of where he is. Oh, he's close.
said they had 10 cows in front of them, but they were working their way back this way.
And I was like, oh, there's some elk. Just started glassing this hillside. Start looking. Cow. Ooh, little spike bull, little scrub bull. Oh, 2 big bulls. One was chasing the other one. One was, I'm pretty sure it just laid in a wallow because it was black. Like, there's wallows all at the bottom down here. That's where they were at this morning. I guarantee it.
Where that bull went that you were chasing?
Which one? I don't know if that was, I don't think that was the bull. I don't think he was the herd bull or the bull that we were fighting with. That was fun though. Gave me a little confidence with my bugle too. I mean, every time I would do it, he'd bugle back.
So there's at least 2 groups below us.
Mhm.
We're either getting pushed by a bull, or maybe there's a bear up there or something. They're moving kind of quick.
I saw some bear shit that way.
And that big group you saw is down below.
Down
too,
below.
right?
I think that was the one that came to me. I think he was the dark one. He didn't want any of that smoke though, you know. He didn't. Plan is, we 3 are gonna go down. Do you guys count as characters, or are you like NPCs? Is Ben gonna be in this, or is he just? Am I hunting by myself?
Can you see me with those camo on?
So the plan is, we're gonna go down, hit the bottom. Basically, we started all the way up there. We went all the way down. We worked our way all the way back up, and we're gonna just circle back down and insert B-roll of those wallows we walked by earlier. Mm-hmm. That's where we're gonna set up for the evening. Some good cover here though.
We moved back down to the base of the mountainside that we'd worked all day and set up at what we thought would be a good play for the evening. But just like the day before, sitting did not pay off.
Hip cramp. I think what we did today was about as perfect at finding elk, not perfect at closing the deal. Gosh dang it. I still like play it back in my head what we could have done different, but not knowing the terrain, it was a good day. It's just frustrating. Those are the types of days that keep you coming back, you know? It's like golf. One good shot keeps you coming back. That's the end of day 2. Alright, we'll get up top and then we'll decide how we're gonna go around. If we'll go around the other way, what we're gonna do.
All that. I don't know if we want to get up there somewhere. We're on BLM up there, but we'll be able to. You hear that? Did you hear that? Chuckle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard that?
Yeah, back behind me.
I heard it down there. Yeah.
That's what I heard.
That's a different one. See how there's that little draw that comes down? It looks like, or sounds like he's in there.
So that draw brought us all the way down here. So we heard one over here. That wasn't even that one, I don't think. Because I mean, he's probably what, 300 yards that way? 200, 300 yards that way? So we talked about either getting some food real quick, sit down for a minute, then going out, and then maybe up, downwind, and trying to work our way back this way. This sucks. Update. This sucks. Does this look a lot like the shot we had to make yesterday, or tried to make yesterday? Basically, he was right there. About 15 yards that way, that was the shot. But seriously. Shit. Fresh shit. I don't want to say it's been a bad day, because we've seen elk, but it's not been a good day. It's not been a great day. It's been a good day. Behind us, almost directly behind us, down in this valley, there was a bull this morning. He bugled quite a bit and then just got quiet. These flies suck. Got quiet and then went mute on us. Curtis glassed him from the opposite valley, but we don't think he's there anymore. So we thought maybe we come up here over the top. There's not a ton of water down there, so we're thinking maybe we catch him coming up over here. We had some cows and bulls up there the other day in the afternoon. Maybe they come down here. We're gonna glass this for tomorrow or for today, because we know there's a quick exit down into here that we can make a play. So elk hunting is frustrating. Stay through. We haven't had luck in this hat. Do we switch hats or do we stay? We'll sit this side for the morning, come back here midday, and then maybe work our way to you, Curtis.
Why are we doing this?
Because we can see your cherry ass skin from 1.5 miles away. I don't know.
You're gonna need to cover his cheeks all the way down to his beard.
It's just tradition.
I need like
You got green on though.
I need my like yours is like the signature. Like
Yeah, you got the crosses.
Okay,
It's for Jesus.
gotcha. All right, that look cool.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. My heels hurt.
On our fourth morning, we sat and saw nothing. You'll find this to be a theme of the trip. We had 2 or 3 mule deer come in on us this morning, and then we walked up on 2 mule deer, and we just watched them as they were kind of suspicious of. They were all does, but they didn't blow at the second group did. First group did. We're going up top. We're going high. We're gonna go for that. See what happens. We're gonna go glass this tomorrow morning. Again, I gotta get out at 12 or 13. It was time to go in search of new country and new opportunities. We set up back on top of the mountain where we had sat the whole first day.
I don't remember there being that many bull tracks to use, Scott. I don't remember it being like, oh, there was something definitely here. Here we set up back in those trees back there. That mule deer came from down there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 8:30 a.m. Look at this son of a bitch. Yesterday morning. Wow. Good Lord. There he is. That's the one.
That's a deer, right?
No.
A bull?
That's a bull. Look,
See the tip.
look at him. Big freaking bull.
As long as the wind isn't terrible, I'd go in there. You can tell someone has sat that before.
Why didn't we see this the other day? Granted, I was not in any shape to be up here hunting. It just feels right. This is Fort Mayhem.
After seeing a big bull on camera from the day before, hopes were high from Fort Mayhem. But we sat till dark and didn't see a thing.
last time we talked,
Mm-hmm.
we were in the wallow, I think, or about to go into it.
Fort Mayhem.
So, what was our plan this morning?
We're going back to Fort Mayhem. We're gonna sit there this morning. Then we're gonna, if we don't see anything this morning, then we're gonna go over to Curtis, where she's going to the wallow we sat on Saturday now.
Saturday.
And we're gonna push some timber during the middle of the day. And then if that doesn't work, we're gonna go back to the wallow, Fort Mayhem.
We also did not see a thing on our first morning in Fort Mayhem, but we continued to stick to the plan.
Well, Fort Mayhem wasn't great this morning. We're back, Scott. If anybody ever says that we don't sit enough, can kiss my ass. If you have to sit more than this to kill an elk, I don't want to elk hunt anymore.
On to Fort Mayhem. Well, we've. I don't know. Am I like just? We've exhausted all resources. We've sat, we've walked, we've hiked,
How's my light keep turning on?
I don't. Gosh, again.
I'm just gonna leave this one on.
We've hiked. We've sat. I said I think the play is sit one more time in the fort in the morning, and then try to go glass tomorrow afternoon, 13, and bugle a little bit and see what happens.
Last day heroics.
Elk hunting's frustrating.
We started the final day of our hunt with one last sit in Fort Mayhem, hoping to see a big bull that had passed through just a few days before at the same time. No luck, so we decided to do what we do and get moving.
Did you hear about what happened this morning with us? We're sitting there, crappy bugles down in the valley, and we're like laughing at them, making fun of them, right? Did I cow call?
Yeah.
The cow called, and we hear a bugle, and Ben's like, hunters. Me and Scott are like, I think that was a real bugle. So I start really cow calling. Well, something comes at us, but it's not crashing, but like some loud movement toward us, and then just stops.
Wind?
No. I mean, it was swirly, but it never it didn't crash off, right? So we're sitting there, we sat there for what, probably 20 or 30 minutes more?
Before we went.
And then I'd cow call a little bit. Then I bugled one time, nothing. So I look at Scott after about another 5 or 10 minutes. I'm like, want to go in after him? He's like, yep. So we went up the trail a little bit and then started down. I step over a log. Scott grabs me and pulls me down. There's a cow like 30 yards from us. And we just sit here like this. And she looked at us for what, 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes? Started walking toward us. And so I just stay there. Well, then she just kind of like walks.
Did you shoot her?
I was literally just, I didn't want, at 30 yards, no. If she was right to me to you, yeah. Well, Ben was in the tree right behind us, and he said, what'd you say? You said you saw a couple more downhill?
I saw at least 2
So, I don't know what we're doing. We going back to where we know there's elk, or are we going to this other side? Go up? Oh, yeah. All right.
After combing some of the most promising areas that we'd seen, we spotted some cows and decided to close the distance very carefully.
I think that's probably our plane. Hopefully they're just kind of feeding back and forth and not moving one direction. If that's the case, we might be able to get us right down there. The only problem is I don't know how many there are. You said you saw one for sure through there.
See one, and she's working back that way.
Which way?
That way. See her? She's still down there.
They're just feeding.
Yeah. Okay. Can't tell. Literally, we can just see body and fur.
When we got closer, we spotted a bull in the group, a nice 5x5 that was beginning to look like our last hope.
Range that tree right in the middle. It's 41.
Unfortunately, when we needed him to go left, he went right and never had an opportunity for a shot.
Damn. Where's the fellow? Right? Yeah. But another non-shot, like there was nowhere to make a shot. If you'd walk back in there.
He said I see his antlers.
Yeah.
And then when you went over that,
Yeah.
over there,
He was just there.
you just saw him and him alone.
Yes. I could only see the tops of his antlers. And I was trying to get you guys to stop with my bow. Because he was looking right at me. And I could not. There was still no shot. There was like a clump of trees.
Been more fun if we sent an arrow.
So we start creeping down. Lower, lower. All of a sudden, 5x5 looks at us from like 40 yards. What, maybe 2 or 3 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, we were frozen.
And then he
You can do.
just kind of didn't like, I don't think he saw us, like I don't know how. Hangs out for a little bit. In the process,
Insert promo.
he ranges the tree that it was right by. It was 41 yards. Would have had to send the arrow. It would have had to been a perfect shot. But I waited there for about 5-6 minutes, and then we heard him just kind of walking off. So I tried to sight him, and then he got right behind some brush. He was probably at that point 30 yards, but no, absolutely no shot there. And then he went down, and then kind of went down and around. They were just meandering. And then cows spooked. He didn't, or they spooked, but they didn't go far. They went like 20 yards.
No. I thought they were gone.
And so then we're frozen there for another 10 minutes because there's 20 cows. That was the problem with the bulls. We couldn't make any movement because we didn't know where all the cows were, and they're all looking around, so.
And just like that, the trip was over. Until it wasn't.
We're going back to Colorado. We got 4 days left in season, 5 days left in season maybe, and a train with Rich next Friday, so we have to be back. I'd really like to be back sooner than that. My kids did not like this, but sorry, kids. go up there. There's a herd in here somewhere, and so we're gonna try to figure out where they're at.
Rub right there. Scrape right there. I didn't think they'd be this active here. Right. Yeah. Scrape right there. Looks like if we go back here a little bit, we might be able to see a little bit more. Move and roll it slow. And we're gonna get you set up. Alright, so we up there. Yeah, so we'll just head. Yeah, basically. Okay, straight that way. Yeah, it's like either he's scraping or racks. The problem is the wind. The wind's gonna go right up to where they're at. There's something going on up there. They're fighting or something. Or scraping. But it sounds like antler on antler is what it sounds like. Yeah, it's pretty loud. Yeah, they're right there, dude.
Before we knew it, we were in the middle of a few bulls and a bunch of cows and had to quickly figure out what the next move was going to be.
Can't tell where they're coming. Sounds like he's right. Yeah, it sounds like he's like, yeah, right in there. See those? See where the sun's starting to shine through on that grass? Oh yeah, just below it.
With Levi calling behind, we see a nice legal bull come into our position, start thrashing some trees. When he puts his head down, I see a shadow move, so I draw from my position. But what comes around the corner is a spike, about 12 yards away.
Rich.
Unfortunately, the other bull turned around and began to rake his tree again as I sat at full draw for 6 to 7 minutes.
See two evergreen trees directly behind me right here by my shoulders. He's right there at the bottom. I've got no shot. Another one. That's a different one. I can't work to a shot either, I don't think. What do you think? Where'd you see him? That's why. Down at the bottom, working that way. But there's a ton of cows up there, so I don't know. Let's work back down here. He said he called that one in from the bottom. We might be able to get them all back down through here. I don't know. Okay. Get you a better shot. Whatever you think. I was sitting behind that tree right there. He came up out of the bottom and ran right that way. Is he? Okay, so I'll keep. He's 6 by, yeah. He was with a spike. That's the one I saw. Yeah. There's 2. Oh, then there was like a 4 or a 5 by 2. What do you think? Damn, if that was anything other than a spike.
Up over the ridge into the trees. He's up there raking the tree. He came back out of the trees and started heading this way. He's with like a 4-point. Yeah, that 4-point standing out in the open. He started coming back, but then I don't know, he's got to be on that hillside somewhere. There's that 4-point standing out in the open. Way up there. Yeah, way up there. He's calling right now.
Yeah, that spike.
That was him.
Yeah, that spike was at, hey, that spike was at 12 yards.
Really?
Just staring at full draw. Sam goes, don't shoot him. I was like, I saw him, but I was just like, I thought the 4 was going to come with him. So I was like, screw it.
6 maybe up in here.
Big boy too.
Trying to figure out if we can even get a chance here in the morning.
Right.
Because of what we're going to be dealing with the thermals. Because I think they're going to be either bedded in here or they're going to be out in the hayfield. So I don't know how we work up to here in the morning. Just like it did today.
Yeah. But opposite.
So now I'm just trying to figure out like what.
I think if you did, your best bet would be
In the morning.
just go. Don't even come through the gate.
Just sit on the hayfield.
Just go up the fence like we walked this afternoon. Take that whole fence line up.
That my fear. There's all the beds we saw in there.
I know. So that it's either they're going to be here, and they might be there. But if you can beat them there,
If we ruin tomorrow morning, then we probably ruin tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
Which, dude, we got good action tonight.
Yeah.
Like if you had a lane,
Yeah. I had
shit, he was what, 20 yards?
I had a spike at 12.
Oh yeah, it was fine.
I had that 4 by at probably 30, but I mean it was through that. I could just see his head.
30.
And then that 6 by that you guys saw, I saw his body. He was probably at 40, but he was behind 2 trees.
yep.
So I would guess we could expect same tomorrow. Like I don't think we ever got busted. So
Mm-hmm.
that was fun though.
It was fun.
What's the play here?
Well, we know there's elk in there. We don't have an optimal wind right now. So I think I'll wait till this afternoon. Try to do a similar play to what we did. Don't you think, Sam? Similar? Just maybe try to find a different spot with a little bit more of a open shooting.
And get more lucky.
And get more lucky. Hopefully we don't have a spike come in again. We're just plagued by spikes at the moment. Let's shoot one tonight and not have to freaking worry about it.
Get to this.
Yep. And then skirt off of here and get set up right in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
On the second night of this hunt, we didn't nearly have the same action as night 1. We got some eyes on a few cows right as the sun was going down, which gave us a bit of hope for the final day of the trip. The next morning, we made it a goal to push most of the lower land looking for the spots these elk could be hiding. After a lot of hiking and some glassing, we came up empty-handed again. After 11 days in the woods, a lot of miles covered, a lot of time sat, and a couple close interactions, what we learned: elk hunting is very hard.
When in the video, when you see the like the the day 5 graphic, it's got the nice drone shot or the morning sunrise shot, and then within 10 seconds we're sitting in the blind. I just want everybody to know there's a lot of work that goes into starting our morning at where we're staying, and we drive 20 minutes up to this spot, and then we hike 29 minutes up to the spot, and we sit there and we're drenched in sweat. He had to take his clothes off, and it's like 30 degrees outside, so your sweat's making you colder as the minutes go by. It's pitch black for about 30 minutes, and you're just sitting there in silence, fighting like sleep with a beta buzz. And that's what happens in that small 5 seconds of the transitional shots. Yeah. And of course, let's not even mention the shots before that, where he's closing out the night, and then it goes to that transitional moment. We just walked,
Stumbled down the same effing hill.
We just had to, we had to stumble.
We gained about 800 feet, lost 800 feet on the way down.
Yeah. It might be 1.2 miles that way, but it's also half a mile up this way. So it's actually like 2 miles up.
It's so true. I'm glad Ben's telling the real stuff that goes on.
I'm saying this because I've made a few of these videos, and I never knew what went into getting to this point, getting to that 5 seconds. Elks? No, I'm not gonna say elks. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. If you're in these woods, you better hide your kids. You better hide your wives. And if your name rhymes with Schmelk, we're coming. That's what I have to say.